Hello students, welcome to 10th Maths online classes. In today's video, we are going to start a new chapter, that is chapter number 12, areas related to circle. So let's start. Areas related to circles. In this chapter, we are going to find the areas of some shapes which are related to circle. Now first of all, in this chapter, we need to remember the formula for the circumference of the circle and the area of the circle. Now first of all, we have learned many times that what is a circle. Circle is a shape like this. Okay, this is a circle. It has a center and a radius. Okay, this is a circle in which this point is called the center and this is my radius. And if I draw this complete line, this will be my diameter. Okay, so this is the figure of a circle. Now in this circle there are many other things also, but for now we are going to understand all the questions which are related to the circumference and the area of circle. All these concepts of circumference and areas are already done in our previous classes. Now what is the circumference? Circumference is the boundary of this circle. Okay, the boundary is called circumference, or you can say a perimeter. Whenever we talk about any other figure such as rectangle, square, triangle, we talk about perimeter, but for circle that term is known as circumference. Now the second term is area. Area is all the portion of the circle, all the space which is occupied by the circle. This is the area. Now formula for the circumference is 2 pi r and area is pi r square, where pi is equals to 22 upon 7. Okay. Now the first exercise of this chapter is based on these two formulas only. Okay, so let's start with our exercise. The first question is, the radii of two circles are 19 cm and 9 cm. Find the radius of the circle which has circumference equal to the sum of circumferences of the two circles. Now the question says that we have two circles. The first circle has the radius 19 cm and there is one more circle which has the radius 9 cm. Okay. Now it talks about another circle, that is the third circle, which has the circumference same as the sum of circumferences of the two circles. What it says is, this is the circle 1, this is circle 2 and this is circle 3. Now look at the question. Find the radius of this circle. We need to find the radius of this circle, that is r of this circle, and it is given that circumference of the circle is equal to the sum of circumferences of the two circles. That is, the circumference of this circle is equal to the sum of circumference of these two circles. So first of all, we will make the equation. So according to question, circumference of third circle is equals to circumference of first circle plus circumference of second circle. Okay, it talks about the sum of circumferences, so it is equal to like this. In this question, we can do it like this also, that find the circumference of all the three and then put it into the equation, and we can do it like this also. If we do it like this, which I am going to do, it will take less time and many things will be eliminated from both the sides. Okay, now what is the formula of circumference? 2 pi r. R is the radius of third circle, so this is my 2 pi r. Now the first circle is 2 pi into 19 because radius is 19, and for the second 2 pi into 9 because the radius of second circle is 9. you can see that in this equation, I can take 2 pi common because 2 pi is with both the terms. So it is 19 plus 9. And I can cut 2 pi and 2 pi from both the sides. So radius will be 19 plus 9, that is 28 centimeters. Okay. If I do the question like this, the values of pi is not needed to be put in the question because it will be eliminated from both the sides. But you can do it with the other process also, that find first circle circumference, second circle circumference, add them and put it equals to 2 pi. But then it will take a lot of calculation. So it's better to do it like this. Now coming to the next question. This question is similar to the previous question, but in that question we were talking about the circumference, but in this question we are talking about the area. Okay, the question is the radii of two circles are 8 cm and 6 cm. Find the radius of circle which has area equal to the sum of areas of two circles. Okay, so the question is same, that there are two circles which has the radii is 8 cm and 6 cm respectively, and we need to find the radius of the third circle which has the radius r, and the area of third circle is equals to area of first plus area of second circle. Okay, again I will just put the formulas, that is pi r square equals to pi into 8 square plus pi into 6 square. Okay, this is the formula. Again I can take pi common from here. So pi 8 square plus 6 square and pi will be eliminated. So this is r square equals to 64 plus 36, that is 100. So r will be under root 100, that is 10 centimeters. Okay, this question was exactly same as the previous question. The only difference was that question was of circumference and this is talking about the area of the circle. Now the next question says perimeter and the area of a circle are numerically equal, then find the radius. Okay, it says perimeter and area of circle are numerically equal. Why does it write numerically? Because according to the formula, perimeter and area has different formulas. But when we put the value of radius in that, the answer in the form of numerals, that is the answer we get at the end by putting r in the formula, that is the numerical answer, right? The numerical answers for both of them are equal. That's why it says numerically equal. Now it says find the radius. So according to question, it says that perimeter is equals to area. Now what is perimeter? It is 2 pi r. And what is area? Pi r square. Okay, so I can cut pi and r can go on that side in the division. So I can cut r and r. So r will be equals to 2. So this is my answer. Okay, now there is one more concept in this chapter, that is concentric circles. What are concentric circles? That is the circles which have the same centers. Suppose this is the center and there is one circle with this center. Now with the same center but the radius is different, I have drawn one more circle. Okay, so these are my two concentric circles. Similarly with the same center I can make one more circle like this. Okay, and in some question you may be asked to find the area of this region or this region or this region. They can ask area for any region. So how to do this type of question? First of all, the radius of one circle will be given to you. It can be of any one. Suppose the radius of this circle is 7 7 centimeters. Suppose that the radius of this middle circle is 7 centimeters. Now it says that the width of the second circle is 2 centimeters. Okay, and the width of the next circle is also 2 centimeters. And the question says find the area of the third region, that is this one. Okay, the question is asking for the area of this portion. So how we will find the answer of this question? First of all, we will need the radius of all the circles. There are 3 circles. So suppose this is my circle 1, this is my circle 2 and this is my circle 3. So radius of circle 1 is 7. Radius of second circle will be, if I take the radius of second circle, it will start from the center and it will be till here. Okay, this will be the radius. Now this portion is my 7 and this portion is my 2. So the total radius will be 9 centimeters. Similarly, the radius of third circle will be, suppose from here I am taking the radius of third circle. The radius will be like this. Okay. Now this portion is 7, this is 2 and this is again 2. So the radius will be 7 plus 2 plus 2, that is 11 centimeters. So first of all, this is the way of finding the radius. Now how to find the area of this portion? Okay. Now how we will do it? Look at the question properly. The third circle is like this. If I find the area of third circle, I will get the area of this complete circle. Okay, but I need only the area of this portion. So I will have to subtract the area of this second circle from it. So I will subtract the area of second circle from it. So I will be left with only the outer portion. Okay, because it was included in the third circle's area. Then I subtracted the second circle area from it. I will get the area of this outer portion only. Similarly, they can ask for area of second region. So what we will do? We can do area of second region minus the area of the first circle. Okay, so this is the pattern of doing the question. Questions of this type can also be asked in the exercise. Let's take the next example. The wheel of a car are of diameter 80 cm each. How many revolutions does wheel make in 10 minutes when car is traveling at a speed of 66 km per hour? It says that there is a car. Okay. Now what is the shape of the wheels of the car? It will be the circular shape. Okay. So there is a car which has these circular wheels. Okay. Now it says that the car is moving. Okay, and it has the speed 66 km per hour, and after 10 minutes we need to find its number of revolution, that is how many times the circle will revolve to cover the distance covered in 10 minutes. Okay, a car is traveling at a speed of 66 km per hour, and after 10 minutes, suppose the car has stopped somewhere after 10 minutes. Okay, so we need to find that how many times the circle revolves when it covers a certain distance in 10 minutes. So first of all, we will find the distance covered by the car. Okay, now distance is speed into time. This is the formula for distance. Now look at the question. Speed is 66 km per hour. Time is in minutes and the wheel has the diameter in centimeter. Okay, so all the units are different from each other. It is in centimeter, it is in kilometer per hour, and this is in minutes. So first of all, we will have to make all the units same. If I have centimeter here, I need to make it centimeter, and if I have minutes here, so I have to make it minutes, or I can make it as hour. Okay, so first of all, I am changing the minute into hours. So time will be 10 divided by 60. Okay, to change the minutes into the hour, we will divide it by 60. How do we know that? We can find it by the unitary method. Okay, let's find out. 60 minutes equals to 1 hour. We know that. So 1 minute will be 1 upon 60 hour. This is the method of doing the unitary method. That 60 will go in the denominator. Then 10 minutes will be 1 upon 60 into 10 hours. So you can see that 10 upon 60 will be time. So this is my 1 upon 6 hour. Okay, by unitary method we have found it. So time is 1 upon 6. Now what is the speed? I am changing this into the centimeter. And how to change kilometer into centimeter? We will multiply 66 by 1000. Okay, we will multiply 66 by 1 lakh. How do we know that? First of all, 1 kilometer is equals to 1000 meters. Okay, and 1 meter is equals to 100 centimeter. I need to change kilometer into centimeter. So there are 2 zeros here and 3 zeros here. So 1 kilometer is equals to 1000 centimeter. Okay, so this is the way of finding the value of kilometer into the centimeter. Okay, so this is my speed. Speed is my 66 lakhs centimeter per hour into 1 upon 6. This is my time in hour. So I can cut this. So I will get 110000 centimeter. This is the distance covered by the car in 10 minutes. Okay. 11 lakh centimeter is the distance covered by the car in 10 minutes. Now, while the wheels are revolving, what is the role of area in that? Okay, the wheels are like this. And when they are revolving like this, is there any role of their area? No. Which is the portion which is covering the distance? It will be their circumference. Okay, the main role is of the circumference. So first of all, we will find the circumference of wheel. Okay, so this is my 2 pi r. Okay, now look at the question. Wheel of the car are of diameter 80 centimeters. So we need to find the radius. The radius is 40 centimeter. So this is 222 upon 7 into 40. Okay, so I don't have anything to cut it. So we will just multiply. So this will be my 44 into 4, that is 1760 upon 7 centimeter. Okay. Now when the car's wheel revolve one time, it will cover this much distance. Okay. One time it will revolve, it will take 1 perimeter. Then again, then the 2 of perimeter, then 3 of perimeter. So the number of revolution multiplied by the perimeter will give me the total distance. This is the formula we are going to use. Circumference into revolutions is equals to total distance covered. Okay, what I am saying is, suppose this is my road. After 10 minutes, this car stops here after 10 minutes. In one revolution, that is revolving one time, that is covering one circumference, it reached here. Then again, for the second revolution, it reached here. Then third, then fourth, then fifth, and so on. After some time, it reaches here. So how many revolution does it take? It takes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and so on. The total distance is this one. Okay. First distance is just my circumference and into the number of revolution will give me the total distance. Okay. So we will just put the values. We need to find the revolution. So revolution will be distance upon the circumference. Now distance is 1100,000 upon 1760 upon 7. So we need to divide it by this. And whenever we have to divide it like this, it means that we need to multiply it by the reciprocal. 7 upon 1760. So let's cut them. Okay, 0 and 0. I can cut it with the table of 11. This will be my 16. Okay, now with the table of 2. So this will be 625 into 7. Okay, so let's multiply it. So answer will be 4375 revolutions. Okay, this is the question of exercise 12.1. In this question we needed to find the revolution, and whenever we have a question like this, we have this type of equation. Circumference into revolution equals to total distance. Okay, so these were the questions of this exercise. I hope you understand this topic. Keep practicing and thank you.